Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Into the Breach. We're heading down to Detritus Disposal, and I say, the more I do this, the more I think that a 3-island victory is probably the easiest. As you continue on, the final battle gets more difficult, and I feel like at 3 islands, we're often, pretty much equipped with everything we want. We sort of reach the apex of our power, right? We could still apply a couple of reactors here and there, but honestly, if we didn't have an achievement that requires us to go to the end of Island 4, I would have just done a 3-island here. Because we're going to make things more difficult, but we're not really going to get much more powerful over the course of this last island. Anyway, we don't really need more reactors. We can only actually benefit from a couple more reactors, like 3, unless we discover a new thing we'd like to equip more than the Hermes engines. I'm pretty sure our equipment on the other guys is set. I guess we could lose the acid projector. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, maybe we'll acquire a new weapon that will make us care about reactors a lot more. So I suppose we should do this. We should get the rewards that are. We should get all the rewards that are on offer. We're gonna have an unusually easy time with this relative to most teams because we brought our own source of acid. I do not think it should be any problem at all to kill 4 enemies who are inflicted with acid. These guys are super annoying. Boy, this looks like it's going to be a challenge. Let's see here. Now, your acid attack does not push. Okay. That's a shame. So, I'm really bummed out about this alpha spider moving to here. I was looking forward to the jump that would break all this open. So we could use the nanomech to push this off, freeing our leap mech to just move. We could just jump to here, which will kill this guy and open this up. But unfortunately, opening this up is of somewhat limited value due to the fact that this is happening. If we could move the nanomech to here to push this thing off, that would be really cool. But we can just get a kill here, right? But we're gonna take a huge amount of building damage, I think, no matter what we do. The acid tank is much less useful than it is at almost any other time because we do so much damage that we're just going to kill everything no matter how we hit it. So let me think. I could like jump. Maybe. Spear still just does 2 damage. So I could move to here and strike this way. It'll do 2 damage to him, push him into here for another damage. That's not lethal. Yeah, this is a real problem. We're going to take a lot of power grid damage this battle. So you are going to deal lethal damage if we don't deal with you somehow. We can have the leap mech leap to here and then here, which will free the acid mech to move over here, acid this guy up, which would allow... It doesn't actually allow the unstable mech to get any other kills, though, does it? Well, I guess we could just hit something with the acid. So, if I acid tank... It has to be this guy, actually. Or no, I could come here and acid tank this guy from this side, which would mean that after we push the Alpha Leaper out... Oh no, the unstable mech won't be able to shoot this enemy because the acid tank, or the nanomech, has to be over here. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we couldn't approach this from any other direction. This is the only space I could push you from. What else could we do? If I use the nanomech to push this off, then we could walk the leap mech down to here and jump like this, killing the Alpha Leaper by slamming it into the tank, doing an amount of damage we could make lethal, right? I could have the acid tank soften this guy up, jump here, kill 2 enemies. That leaves us with just the unstable mech to get more kills. The unstable mech wouldn't be able to kill the Alpha Hornet, but he would be able to push the Alpha Hornet out of the way, which means that this would be the only source of building damage anymore. That's something. It's not awesome, but it is something. It feels like that can't be the best we have access to, right? So let's see. Silica can free himself and jump. I guess we could do this. How much does this help? If I do like a spear and then a leap. I could spear, have... Oh, no, I can't. I was going to say spear and then have this guy come down and shoot acid and then jump in. Well, I guess that kills the acid tank, but maybe I don't care about that. For most teams, it would be really bad to kill the acid tank, but since we do have our own source of acid, that kills you, but just you. And that leaves us with the nanomech and the unstable mech to deal with the rest of the enemies. If the nanomech comes over here and pushes the Alpha Leaper to allow the unstable mech to do stuff, then no, we still can't prevent this from happening. Right, because the nanomech will be blocking the unstable mech's important shot. Let's see, we have 6 move this turn. Is there a position we could set up in that would make a Hermes engine play really cool? Unfortunately, I don't think so. Because we can't push. Once I'm freed, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hermes engine down. That pushes you to here. Slams you against this rock, slams this rock against you. It doesn't actually help us, though, does it? In fact, it makes this situation worse, because now he's attacking the defense lab. I think we have to accept a small amount of grid damage here. So if we're going to use a mech to deal with this Leaper, I think it may as well be the unstable mech, because I don't think the unstable mech has any other play. Man, I wish there was some version of the hydraulic legs that didn't damage buildings. You know, this is actually a situation where the spear having +1 range would be really relevant. If I was standing right here, I could do a stab through and push this guy off, and then we would be able to hit you with the unstable mech. Yeah, the problem right now is that the only version of freeing him that works is we spend an action breaking this egg, then we spend our move coming over here to push this to the side, and then we have 1 action left from Silica plus the unstable mech's action to solve everything. So we shoot you. We have the acid tank come here, shoot this guy this way. And then Silica just like jumps here and obliterates this thing. Yeah, we take grid damage. I don't know that there's... I don't see the way to stop it. I'm not going to say that there isn't a way to stop it, but I don't see what it is. I guess we want to do this. Hit you with acid first. We don't actually need the acid to get the kill, but we do want to get acid kills. Oh, the spear applies the acid as it kills, so that actually gives us one of the kills right there. That's pretty cool. Right, so we do this and this, and then we take 3 grid damage. Well, you know, at least it gives us something to spend our reputation on. That was a very difficult turn. If you saw a good answer there, a real answer, I would love to know in the comments what it was exactly that you saw. This sucks. So there's no way to deal with this Hornet without doing additional building damage. Oh, that's really bad. It's the attack order, and of course this guy attacks after. Because if the Alpha Scarab here attacked before the Hornet, we could push it 1 space forward and get some really pretty great work done. So in order to do damage to this thing, in order to kill this thing without dealing damage to another building, we have to use the spear. The spear is the only weapon we have. No, the spear pushes back on the second target too, or on the last target. So we don't have any non-pushback weapons. So actually, this building is just dead. So we may as well just take it. What else do we have? We can ignore this guy. We can like coat you with acid and then jump over here. Push you into the water. We can push this guy out to the side. It kind of seems like our second action isn't really going to accomplish anything right now, so actually we can do this first, right? May as well get the kill. Yeah, and we're just going to do this and take another grid damage. That sucks, but I don't think we have another play. Oh, I could have coated him with acid before pushing him in the water, I guess. Or maybe, I don't know, whatever. We're good. We're good on that count. I'm gonna acid up this rock. That'll show it. Actually, I suppose I could have had him block a spawn, actually, because we don't need him at all. I was thinking of it as, like, protecting one of our units, but that's not really what's going on here, I said. Okay, this is much more easily dealt with. So we push you out. We can deal with this guy any number of ways. Probably kill the Shell Scion, so like Hermes Engine does the job here. I can just let this guy kill the other guy. Yeah, all we have to do is give him a little acid here. Silica can stand here and kill the Scion. Okay, we don't have to endure any additional enemies. Definitely a bad level. Like, I did a bad job here. Probably. It was a tough one, though. Obviously, that's over with. I mean, we're holding on to our possibility of a perfect island, but it definitely, definitely was a lot of grid damage. You can probably tell from the sound of my voice that I'm not, like, terribly worried about it. Just looking for what's going to be interesting to do. I guess it doesn't really matter whether we take power or reputation as a reward, because we're just going to probably use our reputation to make sure our power's okay. So I guess let's do this, because it opens up the rest of the missions. End the battle with less than 4 mech damage. We can almost certainly do that. I guess I have a core, though. We should use this core right now. So do I want to go all the way up to 4 damage on this shot? Yeah, probably. Seems fine. Oh yeah, time pods. Remember those? Okay, that was nice of him. He covered himself with acid and put himself in a position where his actions are completely irrelevant. You rarely get this level of cooperation from the Vec. So, I mean, we can just dunk this guy. Think here. Since he's coated with acid, we could just kill him. Right, like, actually, it's completely trivial for us to kill all of the dangerous enemies here. Put you in the water. We do that, and then we jump over to here. We end up with one very wounded spider spawner and just a couple of whatever spawns. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good place here. And we don't fail if we are over 4 mech damage at any point during the mission. It's only if we're over 4 mech damage at the end. So as long as we can get a kill or two or do some repairs, we're fine. Like, that's a kill. I don't really want to coat my mech. I would rather take 1 damage from slamming into this mountain than shoot from here or here, which will end up with my mech coated in acid. Okay, this is actually trivial to deal with, and then we give him one of these. Yeah, we're doing okay on mech damage. I gotta say, actually, I do like picking up some power during the island, so that gives us a little bit more of a buffer to play with during the island, whereas the reputation is only power that is available when power no longer really matters. So we can move Lily down to here and Hermes engine through to back this guy off, and then that lets us just push with the nanomech and spear. Yeah. I could jump just to be on a spawner, I guess. Plus, this does pick up the time pod. Lily's kind of adorable. Oh, and then this Hermes thing pushes our guy onto the spawn. That's beautiful. The Hermes engine is really fun to use. I like it a lot. And then I have I may as well just kill that guy, right? I have an action left. It's a real feast or famine thing going on with these guys. We have feasted here. Alright, well, obviously you're dead. Acid disables armor, by the way, if you were wondering what this iconography was on him. I'm just gonna... Alright, check it out. 1 mech damage. Easy. Probably all we will get out of our time pod is a reactor core. Oh hey, Lily did hit max level. I didn't even notice. Freeze yourself and nearby tiles. Huh. Boy, that's pretty interesting. Lily got plus move. Alright. Yeah, pretty good. This doesn't... I guess we'll grab plus move on Nadia here. 6 move all of the time seems alright. The next core can be for this to put you at 5 move all the time. And honestly, this is very interesting to us. Okay, that... Oh, wow. If you have both of the size increases on this, it's going to freeze a huge portion of the board. Ooh, as good as the Hermes engines are, I think this might be the thing we power up for the final island. We'll leave the Hermes engine on for now because we don't have enough reactors to even use this, but Lily's getting the rest of the reactors. That's interesting. Destroy acid vats. This is a nice, easy one. And now that I might actually care about reactors again, let's do some reputation-focused missions. Alright, so we want to try to put down silica in the leap mech in a column where leaping is probably going to be pretty good. We can actually put down the nanomech pretty much anywhere now that we have all this movement. And let's hope that we get a little bit lucky here with the leapers. That's interesting. Well, that's pretty good. We can do a spear through here, which will make it pretty easy to kill this guy. We can just, like, double tap with the spear, right? This shot's gonna do 3 damage, which is something I can just live with. That's fine. These guys do 5, though. Yeah, we gotta take this somewhat seriously. Lily's in real danger. Don't really have a good way of moving these dudes, though. I guess this is weapon damage. Oh, no, this will be push damage. So, acid does not double push damage. I was kind of thinking if we came around here and hit you with the acid, that we might be able to do 2 damage from the push, or 2 damage from the backup from the shot, but it's not going to work like that. So what can we do? Well, if I move silica out of this position, then we can just have Lily fire this way, fire at the Alpha Scarab, and it'll forcibly back her out of the web. But how do we kill you if I do that? It's actually a real problem. Okay, what if I move out of the way and jump in here? No, that doesn't help us. Yeah, the fact that everything's so close together is actually causing a lot of problems. We have very limited jumping options because of the way this this cluster of stuff is shaped. It's like there's no version of this where I can jump over here and free up some space to push some enemies. So yeah, we have to move the unstable mech out or Lily dies. Or sorry, we have to move the leap mech out. Because Lily has to take this shot. So we could go here. I'm curious. If Lily were to Hermes out... Okay. So it does push stuff away from the starting space. Can we use that to our advantage? Is that better than shooting the Alpha Scarab? Because if we move to here, and then, just move out. Lily does the Hermes thing. It breaks this rock. But unfortunately, we'll be too far away for the spear to land, and we can't jump into this space because it'll destroy a building. I could walk around here and do the spear. Right, like we could use a spear to kill this Alpha Leaper, and then we could use Lily's shot to kill this Alpha Leaper and break this rock. But then, like, we really can't... We cannot be taking 2 grid damage all the time. These things are a real problem. We have all pushes and no pulls. Starting to like that freeze a lot. Okay, if we do the double spear thing to kill you, that frees up this space. We move the nanomech. That doesn't help us. Or we can move the nanomech down to here, shoot this rock up this way to do 1 push damage on this thing, and then... it's still going to only be... The problem is we're 1 damage short of every method of killing both of these things with the shot. This is a tough one. So the real problem here is that I can't find any way of killing this thing that doesn't involve... Okay, no, wait a minute. If we use the nanomech down here, push the rock into this guy to do 1 damage, then we can spear and kill him with just 1 hit. And then I can jump out, which will free this space up so that we can do that. Yeah, okay. There it is. Hold on. In case that wasn't clear to you, all of my muttering, let me display. Okay. So now, we can't move after attacking, but we can just jump out to any place that doesn't cause us to hit a building, which unfortunately means we can't do any damage to any of the enemies. Even this pushes this guy into a building. But we can just, like, jump to here, which is... It's a little bit of a bummer, but it does the job. And now we do this. Okay. Not totally ideal, but we didn't take any grid damage. We left alive more enemies than I would like. It's basically the only concern I have there. Okay, that's easy to deal with. That's actually beautiful. So right, like there's no version of this that doesn't start with us leaping here, right? Stupid acid vats have too much health. Alright, and then we just... Right, and then I move you around here and break this acid vat like this. And also we get to finish him off. Alright, now we just have to do 2 damage to this acid vat. That's pretty good for us. How much health do you have? 4? So right, like, it's pretty easy for us to commit some very serious spear damage. Unfortunately... Oh no, that's right, we do 4 damage now. So I do this, it kills you, it frees you... Yeah, this has to be right. We're taking a lot of damage. I'll certainly say that. Can I push this thing? I can. If I move around here and push it into the water... Okay, that does count. It's weird. It's a weird way of doing it. But, I think it's pretty clean overall. And then we just have 2 enemies to deal with. Should be straightforward. Now that the tank does enough damage to one-shot almost everything, our options are a lot cleaner. Well... Just trying to figure out if... There's a lot of ways of solving them. I'm trying to figure out if any of them are really particularly better than the others. Like, I like this. Now this guy dies by being attacked by the other Vec. There's something poetic in there, I guess. Yeah, okay, end turn. That feels good every single time I make it happen. Okay, yeah, and now I guess it's just like whatever looks easiest of the 2-point rewards. I do like the conveyor belt. Oh, I like the disposal unit. Yeah, let's do the disposal unit mission. This one's fun. Okay, another pod is certainly welcome. Every pod likely means the timeline died. Hey, calm down a little bit. After successful timelines, we have to leave the timeline as well. Alright, well... If I jump to here, I think it kills the time... I'm not sure. It does damage in the space, but I'm not sure if we collect it first, or... You act first, which is awkward. It's like, this is pretty good, right? We also have this. You know, obviously I jump away first, but this is not bad at all. I'm not sure where I jump away to if I do that, I guess. I don't know if it's safe to jump on the time pod. And actually, I wouldn't want to be in this space anyway. And I know for a fact it's not safe to jump to here. Pushing a vac onto the time pod kills it for sure. You have 7 move on your first turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not enough to really get anywhere useful. Again, we have this like tight cluster of unpathable spaces. It's going to make getting around with the unstable mech very awkward. It may be the right play to just shoot this thing. Feels like every first turn, every time Lily would get a bunch of bonus move, instead she has to stand perfectly still and shoot something. I guess I need to know this. Okay, it does destroy the pod, so we're going to do a reset there. I thought there was a chance we would pick the pod up by being in the space before the damage happened. This might be the end of our perfect island. Because this is going to kill the pod, too. Perfect Island bonus would be awfully nice. This is tough. We have no way of hitting the most dangerous Vec without killing the time pod or killing like a building or something. So that's bad. We can move you around to like, I mean, nowhere valuable. These two being arranged like this is a real problem. It's possible I could have placed my mechs a little better to avoid this happening. Because this mech prevents us from doing any kind of... Or this alien prevents us from doing any kind of good pushing or anything. Maybe what I need to do is move the nanomech somewhere and then drop the acid launcher shot here to obliterate this thing. Then we have the option of jumping into this space to hit this guy, and then we can finish him off with an acid shot, or with a spear. So like you come down here and just push this guy out. We drop the acid shot like that. Gets us most of the way toward disposing of all the mountains too. I'm covering myself with acid on purpose. Oh, actually this doesn't... This kills the time pod though. That's a real problem. This time pod is, like, it could not have fallen in a worse space. There's no version of this where Lily gets to do anything this turn. Yeah, we just don't get a perfect island. I think, right? Like, there's no... I think I have to do this. And then we have to land the spear shot. Yeah, so the time pod dies no matter what I do. Oh well. We do this to get a little bit of health back. We won't lose any more power, although we effectively lost 2 power by not protecting the time pod. But that's not different than the power we would have lost by just letting something hit a building. No, jump into the spaces that are by the mountains. What's wrong with you? Well, we definitely have some leeway with the acid launcher now. It only takes 1 more shot to clear all of the mountains, so we can play around with this a little bit more. So we can just obliterate both of these guys. Lily can't really... Lily can't really do anything useful. What we could do instead is have Lily kill the Alpha Leaper, have Silica hit this thing with the spear, and then repair to clear the acid for later. Yeah, that's probably right. It's dangerous to have the hazardous mechs covered in acid. So we do that and then just clean yourself up. We can use the acid launcher to just kill this guy and then block a spawn. I think that's better than... Well, actually, we can block a spawn while disabling that one. And then just do this. No more spider spawns. Okay, this is like Christmas morning over here. Wow, actually, they could not have made this any better for us. Alright, so you get to finish your objective while killing the thing threatening you. You get the best spear. What, we like move you to here. Yeah, unfortunately, Lily can't quite block the last spawn. I actually could have. I did this in... Well, I was going to say I did this in the wrong order because I could have moved Lily to here, then Hermes' engine to here, but then the jump would have pushed Lily off anyway. So I guess there was no way to prevent this last spawn. However, if there's only one enemy spawning, it does make things a lot easier because we can just kill it with the disposal unit pretty much no matter where it is. I think we prevented 3 building damage by losing the time pod. So it was a net gain to lose the time pod, but it, you know... Also, it sucks. It's a real bummer. I guess I prevented 3 damage by losing 2 power from the Perfect Island and also losing the reactor that was in the time pod. So that was actually bad. Well, oops. I'm hoping that we can bait this guy into moving. I guess I don't know how much movement they have. I was kind of hoping that we could bait this guy. Oh, no. Okay. We got the spider instead. That's fine. In this position, the egg doesn't actually prevent movement, because we can remove it very easily. So... how do I want to do this? Actually, it really sucks that he's right here, because we can't use our brood cannon to kill him. That's right, the easiest version of this is like hit you, break the rock, and then just roll the brood cannon and blow him up. But if I do that, I get backed into the corporate tower. So we could jump like this, take a ton of damage, but also heal too. But it gets the armor off of all the other enemies, which seems relevant. Thing is, we gotta deal with this. This is tough. We can leap the mech out here. Oh, no. Okay, so this kills this guy, right? We leap this mech out here, and then there's a damage there. And I was going to say then the spearhead afterward kills him, but it doesn't because of the 1 point of armor. And we can't kill the Scion. I can prevent this damage from happening in a number of ways. All we have to do is push this guy 1 space in either direction, which we can do. By Hermes engine like this, then the leap mech can hit this guy with the spear and push him so that he's no longer hitting the building anymore. But that doesn't really leave us a way to deal with this. Yeah, this Shell Scion is actually going to make us take damage, I think. Because we need 1 attack to deal with you and 2 attacks to deal with you, and we only have... No, we need 3 attacks to kill this guy and 1 attack to make this guy not deal damage to a building. And we only have 2 attacks because one of them is tied up by this. We can either have the nanomech free the leap mech, or we can... we can't have the leap mech free the nanomech, right? Not without effectively losing an action. So what about if I, like... if I jump to here, that breaks that rock, does 1 damage to that guy, and then I could jump back, which would free the acid mech, do 1 damage here, kill this, and then That doesn't help us at all. Yeah, this guy's a real... Like, if we could jump to here, that would make life a lot easier. They've done a really cunning, frustrating job of defending each other. If I could jump to here, that opens up some stuff. Okay, I think I got it. We have to act in kind of a weird order. I think I do this now, because if I push this thing after the leap, it won't die. We don't need to do this for the sake of freeing the nanomech, or the leap mech, but if I jump away first, then all the nanomech can do on its turn is push this thing. We may as well just kill it. So I leap to here. Oh no, this doesn't work. See, I get this kill, and then I was thinking, and then I'll leap to here and push him off, but doing that kills me. Doing that kills Silica, and fails our very important achievement. Like, I hate the idea of taking 2 power damage, but I really don't see a way not to. Right, we're letting the building get hit either way. Alright, let's take it back to the beginning. Try this one more time. How do we get rid of you? I need to upgrade the spear to 3. Like, we gotta figure that out. Because the spear having 3 range would have been relevant a huge number of times already. Okay, we need any one attack to deal with the large goo. The large goo is actually pretty easy to deal with. The problem is just dealing with the Alpha Digger without spending actually every single point of resources that we have. I hate to say, I don't think that there is a better setup for the Vec here. Like, another way to prevent me from acting as efficient as the one they have here. They needed to have all 4 of these spaces, actually all 5 of these spaces full, in order to prevent me from trivially disarming this whole thing. And they needed to have a shell scion. This is absolutely perfect for them. I wish I could jump in place. I wish I could just jump up and come back down. If I... So, like, if I could break both of these rocks, then we could use the Hermes engine... Yeah, if the spear has... You can jump to here, break this rock. Spear through, push him against this rock to break it. He'll still have 1 health. Then we Hermes engine to here, and it pushes him out and him out. Yep, that's it. And then we do this for the same reason that it was right to do it in the first place. So jump. Push. Okay, and I take... Oh no! I take 2 damage and our pilot dies and I lose. I mean, I don't lose. I lose... Actually, probably we do lose, right? Yeah, shit. But we lose the achievement, which is the most important thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there was no version of that we had to take the 2 grid damage. And now I think we actually lose. Right, we can't fight this many enemies 1 unit down. So we're gonna take, let's see. We can prevent 2 of the 4 building attacks that are going to happen this turn, but just 2. Is there any way to do better than that? Let's see, we can... We can't use any of these enemies to attack each other. They're all spiraling outward. We can kill we can kill any 2 of the attacking enemies trivially. Yeah, that's a real shame. I'm very disappointed in myself for not looking to the end of the turn and seeing that was going to kill him. Yeah, there's no version of this where I can where I can deal with 3 attacks. We losing 2 actions per turn, cutting our actions per turn in half, totally kills us. So I can make it so that we only take 2 grid damage this turn. Right, Lily moves to here and shoots this guy. This Scion is a real problem. We can push you in the acid, and then we can just do the thing I said, and it sucks, but I think it's the only thing we have left. We take 2 grid damage. Probably. I guess we take effectively 3 grid damage this way, because we lose a star. Yeah, that's a real shame. Man, if not for achievements. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even with 6 movement, the nanomech can't get into a position to deal with this guy anymore. We can Hermes engine to here. Oh no, that causes damage. So we lose here, I think. Because I can kill you with the acid tank or something, but like the I guess what we do is this. No, Lily can't do anything this turn, or Nadia effectively can't do anything this turn, because our only options are for one of them to break this egg, right? And then the other one gets a kill, easily. But I don't see any way for it to be more than that. Which means, yeah, the attack order is wrong for using this Hornet against him. So that means that we're going to take 2 more grid damage this turn, no matter how we do this. So if we're definitely going to get hit for 2 this turn, then the correct way to get hit for 2, to maximize our chances of survival if we do get a grid defense proc, is we kill this guy with the nanomech, And then we Hermes engine over to here. Oh, actually, if I don't kill this guy, things are much worse. Okay, so now we don't lose, and we block the only remaining spawn. Oh wow, that's pretty lucky. Okay, so now we just have the blob. I mean, there's no way we win the final battle like this, though. To the point that it's probably not worth doing, right? Because we have to play the squad again to get the achievement anyway now. This is very disappointing. I'm like really, really frustrated with myself. Let's see. We could... Boy, the losing hasn't even stopped yet, has it? Like, we actually can't get out of this. I can't shoot this with the tank, nor can I Hermes out. Either one of those things ends up with us hitting this. So the only... I guess we don't lose here. We take a grid damage, but the grid damage can't kill us. We do that, that guarantees we make it through to the end of the battle. Yeah, but that one thing that I didn't do the grid math all the way to the end of, destroyed the campaign. We're dead now. Because what do? We sell the Hermes engine, equip the ice generator. That's a pretty cool item. Yeah, we sell the Hermes engine, we equip the ice generator. And then we have... I guess we have plus range now that we're no longer running double tap. So we need a reactor over here. Or we could like pull from this. We don't need a reactor here. So we would buy 1 reactor core and 5 power. Right, it's pretty grim if we go in... If we do 2 reactor cores and 2 power, we go into the final mission with 3 grid power. That's really bad. There's no way we win from there. Okay. So we install the final reactor here. We power the ice generator. We pull this for the plus size. That's almost certainly right. And then we, I mean, we'll go look. We'll try. I'm pretty sure we can't win this. But I suppose if we did manage to win this, it would mean that when we play Hazardous Mechs again, we don't have to worry about winning it. We can just, get to the end of the 4th island and then call it. Hard for me to imagine, though, that we pull this off with an imperfect squad and also not full grid power after going 4 islands so that the enemies are at maximum difficulty. Okay, well, they did give us a really good jumping position, although pushing this guy doesn't actually help us. And they also gave us a pretty good ice position, I guess. Right, I could go here and super freeze. It's not bad, actually. It's like run over here, hit this guy with the spear, have the nanomech stand here so as to block the spawn, and then just super freeze. Both of our units will be broken out of the ice by the spawners. It's not a bad start, actually. Alright, so you're covered in acid. Yeah, it blocks the explosion damage here. This is not bad. And this freeze thing is super powerful. Alright, so you're at 4 health and will die if you get speared again. You do 3 damage on hit. I'm just thinking about how I want to handle this. I can move to here. Oh my god, without the pilot, the leap mech only has 3 health. Right? I didn't actually have the +2 health thing. I just had +2 health from my pilot. Well, this does full heal us. So this is probably right. And then we'll block this spawn instead and get the kill there. And that's pretty good, I think. You know, honestly, if we made it down into the bottom half of this thing with 7 power left, it's a real good chance we would pull this off after all, I think. Oh, that was just deeply foolish. So we just spear you into the lava, and then everybody else repairs in place. We go into the final turn with 2 enemies to deal with. We might actually go to the second half of this with 7 power left, even after that incredibly bad performance on the previous island. I didn't see the plays, but I believe that they are there. I am very frustrated by what a bad job I did. Okay, this is a problem. No, it's not. I don't care about this. And then, like... Okay, we win. We did it, we win. Alright, that's something. This ice thing is crazy. Alright, let's see if we can get through the second half of this. With 7 power, we have a really impressive buffer for mistakes and things that we can't handle. We might be fine. I don't want to jinx it, but like maybe. And this actually will make it considerably easier, if we do succeed here, to get the achievement that we want next time, because it will mean that we don't have to care about our power on the final island. Right, we don't have to try to maintain a large amount of power for moving into the ending here. So you can be killed pretty easily. You're not going to do enough damage to actually kill the Renfield bomb. So we could use the nanomech to just kill this guy by dropping him on these rocks. We can spear you into the lava. You're only doing 2 damage to the Renfield bomb, which I just allow to happen. Oh, you know what? I think I have to use the spear over here. Actually, this sucks no matter how I do it. I'm thinking the unstable mech can't shoot from here because it'll slam into the power thing. And it can't shoot from here because it doesn't actually stop him from shooting. I don't do 4 damage anymore, right? I readjusted it. But... And then I was thinking it would be bad for me to do it from here too, because it will back me up onto the rocks. So I could do it from down here. It won't kill this guy, but it will prevent the damage. And then we just, he's got 1 health, and we just have to deal with that. That's the reality of our life at this point. But I guess we just do this way, right? Push you onto here. You can dunk this guy into the lava. That works fine. And then you get the push. And as long as I haven't gone crazy and environmental stuff happens before enemy attacks, then we're good here. Alright, and that means we didn't have to blow our freezy thing on the first turn, which is good. I do need to get her out of the corner. She's too far away from everything. I'm a little worried I might not get to freeze properly. Okay. Well, this is disastrous. So this thing has to die. This is high importance. Every enemy is attacking a building, and some of them are also attacking other stuff. The bomb is dead if we don't do something. Lily doesn't have enough movement to participate in the game this turn. The only thing Lily can do is kill this guy. We have no way of dealing with this. We have no way of dealing with this. Lily could come over here and freeze some stuff? That's something. If she stands here and does the freeze, then that freezes these two. It would make the Renfield bomb very difficult to destroy. So we move the nanomech somewhere. I don't even know where. And then we jump here. It kills this thing, which is important, because otherwise it will damage the bomb. It kills this thing. We take a damage on this, but we have no way of stopping this guy from attacking, so this is already dead. And then the leap mech cannot deal with this guy in any way. There is no place that pushing him is actually helpful. Okay, we could have Lily move to here, then have the nanomech shoot her to move her to here. Then we hit the snow thing, and then it will freeze this, which prevents the damage from this guy. That's how we deal with that. Then Lily's covered in acid. But also, we're almost done. Not perfect. We don't want to freeze that guy. So I want to do my jump first. Okay. That's pretty lucky, but also completely irrelevant. We're freezing the nanomech. And we don't have to be. I'm going to reset the turn. The nanomech needs to be here. Yeah, I just didn't think enough. This is definitely the right version of this. I assume that the seed is the same, that wasn't really luck the second time, that we knew that was going to happen that way the second time. Because otherwise, when you get into a bad grid defense situation, you could just roll back the turn and try again. Okay, so that prevents that 2 grid damage. We got super lucky, actually, there. And now, to be perfectly honest with you, it's going to be difficult for the Vec to generate enough damage to kill us, I think, in time. This is a falling rock space. If we don't do something, Lily gets killed. Fortunately, we can totally do something. Well, the thing I was thinking of doing was leaping to here, pushing this guy free, and also saving Lily. But that kills the leap mech, because we'll take 3 damage in a way that I can't prevent. And actually, once Lily's free, she doesn't have the movement to get anywhere. So yeah, the falling rocks just kill her, and that's we live with that. Feels crappy, but I think I can't do anything about it, right? Also, from a purely, like, effectiveness-focused place here, I don't care. I would rather lose Lily than the Leap Mech, I think. Leap Mech's still very powerful. So, like, maybe what I do is just, like, go to here, push you into the falling rocks. You do that, stay put, and just make that not... Like, we take no power damage, we take no bomb damage. We only have 1 turn left. We get 2 new spawns, which is not great. Like, Lily repairing doesn't accomplish anything here. Falling rocks kill her no matter what. Well, we've had a prodigious turnover rate lately. We do get that, which is cool. Listen, I'm bad. Yep, that's that's all I really have. So they have to... Okay, we win. I'm going to make you block this spawn out of spite. And then we can do this. This is pretty cool. It doesn't get us anywhere, but neither does anything else. Nothing affects the Renfield bomb. I don't know for sure that it still goes off while frozen, I guess. Should we jump over there and break it out just to be sure? Probably not. I guess I should find out. Yeah, alright. Here's some expensive science. So I guess that being the case, maybe I just stay right here and repair in place because we might have another turn. Let's find out. And then, like, this thing's dead, but that's pretty whatever. Okay, alright now. Yeah, okay. So even if we hadn't got either of those grid defenses earlier on this one, we still would have been fine. We didn't need any grid defenses to proc during the final island. Okay, so now next time we do our little hazardous mech speed run to get the final achievement, we don't have to care about actually beating the final island, which means we can be much more cavalier with using grid buildings during the final battle to tank damage, which could be relevant. It was relevant here. If I had just let myself take 2 grid damage during that fight, we would have been fine. But I was so worried about going low on grid power and then losing on the final island. Well, I'm like mega frustrated with myself. Yep, Nadia Kirby, welcome to the new timeline. Okay, so we have to play hazardous mechs again, but we don't actually have to finish the game with them. We're not doing that right now. Very frustrated with myself. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the Rusting Hulks and the Flame Behemoths as the next 2 runs. Then we're going to do Random Squad and Customized Squad. Then we'll go back and we'll clean up the couple of achievements that we missed. Not even full runs. We'll just run for the achievements, you know. Get those as quickly and efficiently as we can. And then... I don't know, I guess, and then we've won. The important thing is, next time, it's not going to be hazardous mechs again, it's going to be the Flame Behemoths or the Rusting Hulks. So let me know which one of these you would like to see most up next. And of course, tell me which time traveler you think might be exciting. I think if we do the Rusting Hulks, Camilla Vera seems pretty strong. There'll be a lot of smoke, so we want to customize to that. Or of course, Archimedes and Prospero and Silica are always good. I think Lily Reed could be good with a lot of squads. I don't know that we'll particularly need her. Yeah, I don't know. I think she's generally fine, which is to say less good than some of the other options. Anyway, I'm bummed and I'm sorry. That's going to be it for us for today. Come back next time to see what people have voted for, and hopefully to see some slightly tighter play. And we'll see you then.